Hello everyone, and welcome to, once again, a long overdue layout update. Not a lot's been going on in the past month or so, hence the lack of uploads. Just been busy with work and things like that. You know, the layout always takes kind of a step back. But anyway, as we're approaching Christmas, I thought I'd like to get out an update. I've been doing a few small things on the layout, which I'll be taking you through in the video, and then I top the video off with a small running session. Okay, so the main updates come from the station area. This is pretty much all the work that's been done on the station over the last couple of months. First of all, I started adding signals and lighting. The signals are from Burco. Now, usually I buy the Econ ones. I'm pretty sure Econ and Burco are the same company, I'd like to say. I don't really know. I'm sure someone will correct me on that. Anyway, they're pre-made signals, and it actually works out that the height of the pole is perfect for sitting on a platform. If they were to just stand in the ground, I think they'd be a little bit too short. But in terms of standing on a platform, they're actually perfect. So I've got a kind of like a double three-way there just for the end of the platform. I mean, it's probably not prototypical, but it will do, and it's certainly easier for me to wire it with that. And then the lights themselves are actually from Gauge Master. They're the modern image station lights. They come as a pack of 5 or 3, I think. So I need to get one more pack of 3 just for over this side, so I can have 4 on each platform. The platform themselves are pretty much done in terms of painting. I'm not really too sure what I'm going to do with the concrete edging here. Maybe I need to leave that until I get an airbrush. Next year. That's going to be my New Year's resolution, to learn how to use an airbrush. So once I get an airbrush and I'll weather the track up properly how I want it, maybe I can just have a quick go along the edge of the platform edges, because I mean, the colour themselves, they don't actually look that bad. A bit of weathering would just smarten that up nicely. The top of the platforms. Now, I originally planned, and I've seen a lot of people do it as well, to use the platform sheeting that Scale Model Scenery have done, you know, where they've got like the platform edges and things like that, and all like the different types of like stone and concrete and tarmac that you see, that you obviously see on a prototypical or real life platform. But after buying one of them, I didn't like the idea of being able to see the joints, which happens a lot of the case when you use things that are, you know, made from paper or just printed onto paper. You can see the joins, and I didn't really like the idea of that. So I thought, you know, let's be a bit experimentative and let's have a little bit of fun. So I got a bit carried away and I just started masking up the stations, and I hit the station platforms with like various different greys and blacks, just to give the idea of different shades of tarmac, really, kind of old and new. The platform edges themselves, again, it's not completely finished, so it's not going to be perfect, but once it's all touched up and stuff, it should look quite good. But obviously I mixed a mixture of grey with the concrete colour from Woodland Scenics, and it's given kind of a darker shade of kind of a concrete colour, and that's worked out well for the platform edging slabs. And then I've just run a small white line along the edge of it, like you would see on most of the network. Then, yeah, like I said, I've just added various greys and blacks to give the idea of different, you know, new and old bits of tarmac. Because, you know, platforms are constantly getting taken out, renewed. You know, things are changing, electrics are changing. So it's kind of something that I wanted to emulate. And I think, I mean, I'm happy with how it's turned out, to be honest. It'll be good once all the track's gravelled and I've tidied it all up, got the lighting in. The lighting needs to be repainted as well. That'll be painted into kind of, I think it'll be like a bluey colour maybe. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Either like a southwestern blue or maybe like a southeastern kind of blue. We'll see on that one. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, I've literally today actually just built the platform canopies. It's only since I've been off for Christmas that I've actually started doing work properly on the layout. So I quickly scratch built these platform canopies. Again, they're just made out of plastic card, and the The posts that are holding them up are from Plastruct, I think. Again, it's plasticard shaped in an I-beam. I couldn't tell you the thickness of it because I'm absolutely useless with measurements and stuff like that. But they do various things, you know, like circular beams, H beams. They do various different things that you can get your hands on. Now the reason why I've done the station area first is purely because I do not have a clue what I'm going to put over here. I've got some Hornby Scaledale buildings there at the moment, but I'd like it to be kind of modern and unique. So I think a lot of the buildings are going to be scratch built. There are a few houses and things like that I've got my eye on, that I've seen in online, that I'm actually going to buy and customise myself. But for the most part of it, a lot of it's going to be scratch built, I think. And then that way it gives it kind of like a unique aspect. And it's going to be like a modern town scene, kind of coming around here, across here a little bit. Station building will be here on a lower level, and then it will run around into the countryside towards the end of the garage. I mean, that's probably years away, judging by the progress I make. But we'll eventually get there. I just need to plan it out properly. I always say, make sure you plan properly before you just go ahead and start something, because you will regret it, and you will end up changing it about 3,000 times. Okay, and the final thing to update on is a few new wagons that I got at the Worley show. I was going to upload a video of these earlier, but I never really got around to it. But it's actually these PGA Lafarge aggregates. I believe they're sand hoppers, cement hoppers. Again, someone will probably correct me on that. These are made by Cavalex Models. It's their first model that they've actually released, and I must say, it is absolutely superb. They're really good wagons. For a first attempt at a wagon, I can't really fault it. You know, they run really well. The couplings are all the right heights. The detail is absolutely superb. So credit where credit's due. Cavalex has done really well on this one. I look forward to seeing some wagons they're going to release in the future. Them and kind of Revolution Trains are really pushing the modern market forward in terms of like wagons and various things. Revolution Trains have obviously released their TEA oil tank wagons, which again are a huge upgrade on the Bachmann ones. So many more liveries available, and the detail is just superb. But unfortunately, I didn't bother pre-ordering any at the time, and I really should have done. So I think they're about £50 a wagon now, which is quite expensive. But in the modern market today, it's what a lot of things are. I think with prices going up, you know, it's just kind of, that's what we're going to have to expect from most things now. It's not an issue to me, to be honest. It just means I can't buy anything in bulk, because if I was to buy eight tank wagons, I mean, 8.5s, I mean, that's 400 quid that I've just spent literally right there on a rake of wagons. And I don't really have 400 quid just to blow on a wagon, blow on a rake of wagons at the moment. But there we go. Yeah, it's a good time to be a modern image modeler, to be honest. There's a lot of good releases coming next year. Obviously Hattons have got all their stuff coming up, the 66, the railhead treatment train, which I saw at Worley as well, and that is very impressive. You know, Cavalex will probably be releasing more in the future, and like I mentioned, Revolution Train. So it is good. It's promising. Maybe next year there'll be some units that I actually want to buy, and we can get some passenger trains running for once. That'll be nice, I think. But as always, I hope you guys did enjoy the update. Rather than just talk for ages now, I'm going to leave you with a short running session. It'll probably be quite long actually for the kind of like a Christmas running session, I think. But if you guys have enjoyed, progress is going to be slow as always. It'll be quick over the Christmas break actually. I've got a few things lined up that I want to do. But after that it's going to slow up again, purely down to work and various things like that. I just don't get the time that I would like to get out on the layout anymore. But it is what it is. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the running session, and if you have any comments or likes, then please feel free to let me know, and I'll get back to you in the comment section. Thanks for watching.